Technical.
It's not very technical. What? Which?
I'm ignoramus as far as IT is concerned.
Oh.
It's not very technical, so she doesn't really know a lot of the technicalities.
Oh, well, don't worry. It's a Zoom. We're just like, it's kind of more or less on and off with stuff. Oh, and don't drop your.
That was me. I'm glad that it just fell on the case.
Oh.
Okay. No, sorry. Yeah, no.
Hey, David.
Richard, how you doing?
Good, good. I like your look there.
Well, thank you. I pulled out my old pimp hat and put a red ribbon around it, and then my wife put these together for me. You know, so.
Perfect. Oh my God, yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
You good now? You got water?
You were saying something about adjusting the sound?
Right, like before, I'm not sure. It might have what it could have been, but Linda's sound was very low. We could barely hear you.
I found a microphone, so I'm gonna test it. But
That sounds better already.
I'm gonna go now, so I can go set up my setting up. You're good. So I leave you.
What?
I love this. I leave you with one. I'm gonna leave now.
Oh, okay. Are you
I'm going to my house now. She's on Zoom. Taking a candy. Thank you very much.
Are you gonna return? Or you have parts, you know?
No. Everybody else has to come. What happened?
You have parts too, don't you, Linda?
I have Portia. I'm going to my house, to my computer. So we'll join you guys shortly.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But that's what I go because
Yeah. You're all set.
And set Moani with you ready. And now I'm going home. I'm gonna get my setup.
Roger Wilco. Drive safely, Linda.
I will see you on the screen.
Oh, for
See you
heaven's sake.
soon.
That's so unfair, leaving me like this.
No, you're good.
I
All you have
thought
to
you
do
were
is
going to
read the
be here
book.
sitting next to holding my hand.
Oh no, you're just so independent. You're good. What are you talking? You know, maybe next time. But I just.
Have you done stuff like this before, like read plays, Moani?
Absolutely not.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
I'm only
perfect.
helping a friend, that's all.
So you want me to move in case you need to get up, move it a little bit like
No,
back?
this is good.
You good?
Yeah.
Be careful if you need to. You know, this goes up in case it fails, just send it back in there.
Okay. Now, what do I do if I need help?
Help with what?
I mean, I should go get my phone to call you, right?
You have a cell phone? Yeah, go get your phone.
I can get my phone.
But no, you don't. You cannot. No, because you see me here, so you will.
You can always ask us too, what if we can do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I won't know how to tweak it.
You don't have to tweak anything. We're good.
I see. Yeah, tweaking. Your sound sounds all right. We can see you and your sound's all right.
All now you have to do is read the book, and that's it.
Tell us when you're done.
Trust the process. Love you guys.
Okay.
She lied. I thought she was going to be here holding my hand.
Huh.
I had snacks and ice water and everything all set up for her.
Okay. Well, I guess you can eat them. You got snacks now.
I'll get my computer and come over. You want me to do that?
Are you sure you can't bring it over here and work with me?
Actually, you'll be fine.
I mean, I feel totally helpless, hopeless, and useless at this point.
Like read. All you have to do is read like.
Say, Moani.
Yeah,
Moani, this is Dave.
yeah.
It's really quite simple. When you can follow along reading the play with the rest of us. We're all reading it, you know, and you'll see when your lines are going to come up. You see, you'll see it ahead of time. You go, oh, I'm coming up. So then you wait then you just read your part, and then the next person will read their part. So it's just like that. It's very
easy.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, this is the first time I've done anything like this. I'm not the least bit familiar with Shakespeare. I'm a geotechnical engineer by training and profession, and the arts and, well, the sciences, I know, but not the arts. So I'm kind of a little concerned about the way the dialogue flows and the pronunciation of medieval English, which I'm not familiar with. And obviously I'm not going to be doing any gestures because I don't know what Nerissa is supposed to be looking like or anything like that. So I don't want to.
You'll see your character. You'll see your character develop as the play develops. You'll see it, And then
I'm supposed to be a best friend, but actually I'm a lady in waiting, so I have to be deferential. I'm not her best friend.
I think you do fine. I mean, really, I remember when I first started, Leilani invited me, and I was so chicken, I didn't go for months. And then finally I showed up at Leilani's house, and everyone's sitting around in folding chairs, reading out of a book. And I had a part, and I was just scared. I didn't know. I was like, oh, what do I do? I tried to pronounce it and all that. And what Jim said, I went through it okay. I mean,
you survived.
Yeah, I think it's the English language. I mean, it's the beginning of the English language in a lot of ways. Or modern English kind of starts with this medieval Renaissance stuff. And it's really something. I mean, but you don't have to absorb all of this in one night, in one reading. Actually, try read through, right? Like phonetically what it looks like it's saying. Don't worry about technical whatever right now, and just read through it like as best you can, and you'll see it takes a getting used to at first too.
Well, obviously, yeah.
Here's a clue. Here's a clue though. When you see like one person has like a line, it says their little name, their character name, and it has a line, and it ends with the terrier, as the dog walked by. The terrier, start your line already. Just go right for it. You don't have to wait. You don't have to wait.
Interrupt?
No, not interrupt. You don't have to. There is some of those things though. It has a dash. Somebody will have the end of their line, and it'll be like a dash. There, you interrupt. Before they're halfway through the word practically, just say something. But when it comes to regular lines, one person and the next person, kind of don't even wait though.
So you have somebody doing each part now?
But well, here's what we got. I think I gave you an extra part.
I'm just
It's okay.
Go over them. Yeah. Hi, Moani. Is that Moani?
Yes, that's Leilani. I'm doing Antonio. Richard's doing Bassanio. Oh, should I read the whole thing there?
Sure.
Technical stuff. Antonio, a prominent merchant of Venice, in melancholic, so he's sad. So I'm the merchant of Venice in a sense. Richard, Bassanio, Antonio's close friend, suitor to Portia, later husband of Portia. Mikey, Brassiano, friend of Antonio and Bassanio, in love with Nerissa, later the husband of Nerissa. So you can see where this play is going.
Everybody's romantic. Everything's romantic. Right.
When they get hooked up, they get married and they have a feast.
Right.
Peter is Lorenzo. Is Peter here? Not yet.
Not yet.
Peter's Lorenzo. I made him Lorenzo, friend of Antonio and Bassanio, in love with Jessica, and later husband of Jessica.
Yay.
Linda's Portia, so it's not Portia, it's Portia, a rich heiress, later wife of Bassanio. And so here you go. Moani? You there?
Moani? Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Write this one down. Nerissa, or you can remember Nerissa. N-E-R. Nerissa, who's Portia's waiting maid, and she's in love with Brassiano, and later is wife of Gratiano, and disguises herself as Portia's clerk. So you have the fun here. You just read the line too, you'll see.
Okay.
We don't have Balthazar, we don't have Stefano, but they're servants with a few lines. We gotta step in. David, brave David, is doing Shylock, the miserly Jew, moneylender.
Hey, Jew.
Hey. Oy vey. Oh, here's Linda. Linda's already joining back. So, miserly Jew, moneylender, father of Jessica. So, Leilani, you are Jessica, daughter of Shylock, and later wife of Lorenzo. And Peter ain't here yet. He's Tubal, a Jew, friend of Shylock.
Wait. 1 minute.
Okay.
Who is Jessica?
Right here.
You are Jessica. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm good.
All right. And so I'm also Launcelot Gobel, who's a servant of Shylock and later servant of Brassiano, son of old Gobel. Okay. Mikey is old Gobel, so he'd be my dad. Old Gobel, blind father of Launcelot. Launcelot. We don't have a Leonardo, who's a slave to Bassanio. Mikey is you. Hello. Mike, we're doing roll call.
Huh?
We're doing roll reading here. So Mikey is Mikey's not here yet. Yep. Mikey's going to be Duke of Venice, authority who presides over the case of Shylock's bond, the big court case at the end. Peter is Prince of Morocco, suitor to Portia. And I'm going to do the Prince of Aragon, suitor to Portia. So there's like two suitors hanging around. Everyone loves Portia.
In the very first act, is it possible for someone to take Solanio? Because Solarino and Solanio are in the same scene. So Richard, could you take
Absolutely.
Solanio. I take
Sure.
Solarino.
Absolutely. And that's the next one. So you got that.
Hello.
Okay.
And Moani, another one. Salario.
So I don't do that Solarino? I don't do that one?
Okay.
So do you want me to
I'll
read
take
that?
Solarino and I'll give Richard Solanio.
Okay.
These are two. Oh my God. Okay, gotcha.
There's Peter. Hi, Peter.
Aloha,
Yeah.
Peter.
Aloha. Hi, Richard. How are you? Hi,
All
Leila.
right, good.
Feed the dogs. I can feed the girls, but I can't feed the boys because I can't go up and down.
So Salarino and Salanio are two different people. My bad.
Solanio.
Whatever.
Solanio. It's Italian.
Okay,
Hey.
so let me call Mike.
It's the second syllable in Greek
Yeah.
and Italian.
Oh, well.
So Salario.
Yes.
I would love to be.
And here's Mike. We got Mike.
Excuse me.
Hooray. Mike
Go
is
get
coming.
my phone. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Salario is
Mm-hmm.
the third one.
That's it.
Moani, but she just left, I think. Okay, Mike, you there?
I'll be back. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Mike. Peter.
Ah,
Lorenzo. Okay.
Lorenzo.
Yes. Friend of Antonio Bassanio, in love with Jessica. Later husband of Jessica.
Wait, am I playing Lorenzo?
Yes, please.
I can. Oh, okay. So, am I down for Tubal, Prince of Morocco?
chalk that up too. Get your
Yeah.
pen handy. I think you got another one. Prince of
Oh.
Morocco.
I didn't know that. Yes. And the Aragon?
I have to do that one because I thought they were both in the same
Oh, okay.
scene.
So scratch Aragon. And what's the other one you want me to do? Sorry.
So you do Morocco, Tubal, and Lorenzo.
Lorenzo.
Uh-huh.
Writing that down now. Okay.
Can do.
Lorenzo. Okay.
And hi
Really
guys,
good.
can you hear me?
Mike,
Hey,
you're
Mike, where's your
Hey,
face?
Mike, what happened?
Sure.
Can't see my. Oh, okay. Wait.
Where's your visual?
there. There's your
Mike,
Let me see.
I made my own sticky note.
Mikey.
Hey, Mikey.
Where's your face?
We're still alive.
Love it.
Nice. So let's see. What am I? I'm Antonio.
Okay. If you want,
Oh no. I don't know what.
I got you. Wait, hold on. You're Graziano, you requested,
Okay.
and Old Gobo and Duke of Venice.
Okay.
Because I'm really going by, if you guys want to, I mean, I actually need you guys to, pick parts.
Yeah. Portia.
Yeah.
Oh, that's already taken. Never mind.
So either you're Portia, because they both begin with P.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we got Prince. How about that? Prince of Morocco for you.
Yes.
So I hope I'm not too harsh with Moani. She's got Celerio and Nerissa. I think she can handle. And then we got
Is
these.
Solario different from Solanio? There's a Solanio.
You see, that's where I'm.
Yes. Yes.
that's where-
It's different?
Salarino and Salanio.
Let me look at that.
Salarino
There's-
and Salanio.
yeah, they're both
Yeah.
Sala, like salad. Sala. Reno and Neo. So
And then
Neo.
Solario. Oh, well, they're so close.
But the other one's Sal
Right.
Yeah.
Eo. So
Salani.
I don't know why it was done. We'll have to. So there's Magnificos, and I don't know what. There's Leonardo, slave to Bassanio. So if you want to tag any of these early, these are empty, like Balthazar and Stefano. But I'm looking, Balthazar has one line. Leonardo has 2 lines. And the other one, what? Leonardo, Balthazar, what's the other one? Stefano.
I'll be Balthazar. I like that name.
Okay, Stefano has 19 lines.
Pick that one too. Mike, just
Okay,
take all the
Devani, you're
servants.
Stefano.
All right.
No.
Stefano.
I mean, I think you got plenty, I think. I don't know. You guys pick. So I just figured, wait. Leilani, what do you got?
I've got Solarino and Jessica.
Jessica. I'm going by mono lines. Yeah, Jessica. Yeah, you should do Stefano.
Sure. I have my little sticky note.
19 lines. Guess you want to swap with more. What's it? Mori?
No, I don't want to swap because I've already looked at the play. I've already put my mind on it.
Narissa's like
It's
60.
Moani, but you know what? Maybe because it's her first time, maybe you want to trade.
Oh.
So that's up for you guys.
Hi, Richard.
Hi, Linda.
Just kind of in advance is better. That's all I think.
That's true.
So, figure lines. I mean, figure if you want to swap any.
I'll stay with Solarino and Jessica. How's that?
Richard, I like your background.
Oh, Peter, I'm so glad you mentioned that. I bought this.
Wow.
You and I went to the Globe Theatre in London.
Yes, we
Bought
did.
that in the bookstore, and you and I were right here down left,
Yep, that's right.
standing, groundlings.
Uh-huh.
So thank you for noticing.
Oh yeah, I still remember that. Yeah, absolutely.
So my head's in the globe. My head's in the globe.
Yeah.
Good place to be.
Yeah. By the way, first of all, I want to thank all of you for being so considerate to me and arranging. I really appreciate it. And I just want to tell you that I'm going to be in Honolulu. I'm going to be in Hawaii the whole month of August.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
So I hope I get to see all of you.
Excellent.
Yes.
That would be just lovely. So thank you so much.
Okay, we'll make that a point to get together.
Richard, of course, you'll be always welcome. And I think if you August, we might be able to do the Homer Maxey room,
Yeah, that would be great. That would be great.
which was so. I got a dog in here now. Oops.
Yeah. Richard, I remember one other thing. I told you that I had sent in, applied or wanted to audition for a play at the Globe. And I sent it in, and you said, did they call you in? I said, no, I never heard from them.
Oh.
I have a feeling they just looked at my resume and said, oh, he's from Hawaii? Well, maybe we could skip him.
Oh no, no.
I don't know. I'm guessing. That's all. But
It's their loss. Peter. It's their loss.
That's true. I think it would be an asset to be from Hawaii.
Maybe they had bad luck with Hawaiians before.
yeah.
The whole Captain Cook thing.
Yeah.
Mikey, it was the Union wage. It was the Union Wars. Remember?
Yeah.
The Union Wars.
I have a question.
Yes.
I bought a microphone. But I don't know if it's working. Can you guys hear me better this time, or is it same?
Loud, yes.
Great.
It's
perfect.
working. Oh,
Yes.
good. Thank God.
Great.
Good job.
Gracias.
De nada. I look everywhere. But I guess I'm so glad it was working.
Yeah, it's really well.
I didn't know, Peter, you auditioned for the Globe. That's amazing.
Well, I didn't audition for it. I sent my resume in to them and said I'm available, and I never heard from them.
Well, like Leilani said. Yes.
Is this something about software update will be auto-installed?
Software.
Don't do it.
Don't ignore it.
Okay.
It'll happen later.
It just said later tonight.
Yeah, not now.
Thank you.
Actors to the stage. Actors.
Thank
to
you,
the stage.
Leilani. Thank you, Leilani, for accommodating the
5
time.
minutes. 5
Yes.
minutes. Actors
Yeah,
to the stage.
sorry.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Rich.
So
Thank
now
you,
we
Richard.
leave everything behind, and we're going to be right in this stress-free.
Big breath.
Shakespeare.
Actor to the stage. I like that.
Actors to the stage. Actors to the stage, please.
Yeah.
Actors to the stage.
30-second warning. Ma.
You need New York.
Are we ready? Act 1, Scene 1, Venice, a street. Enter Antonio, Salarino, and Salanio.
I have to get to the beginning of my script. So now.
So, hope you guys. The fire alarm is going off here. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's sort of this. Oh, good. Okay.
Mike, are you in costume?
Sort of.
Nice hat.
Yeah, it's from Bali.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
Hello.
Hello. It's like scrolled all the way down to the end, practically.
Bonnie, mute yourself.
You can't make it.
Actors and stage.
So pick the feed, please.
You could mute other people, Keith.
Feed the
Yeah, because we don't start until later anyway, so we can.
Yeah.
before you go.
We can.
You can mute her.
You can't leave this on one
I'm
side.
gonna
We'll
get
tape
a,
recording of the performance.
I'm gonna get a costume hat. Mike has inspired me.
Unwrap your candy right now so there's no disturbances during the performance. We're so happy.
We'd like to thank the Zoom Corporation for allowing this to happen.
I'd like to thank the British Empire and Queen
Funding
Priscilla
presented by BBS.
for providing all the
Big-
words that you're going to get tonight. Thank
Big
you so
shout
much
out
for
to
coming.
Gutenberg.
All right. Let's have
Get your
that.
autographed copy in the foyer. Actors.
To the stage.
Antonio?
Oh, okay. Just
Antonio,
introduce the
Antonio in the house.
Enter Antonio.
Yeah,
Enter Antonio.
yeah.
In sooth, I know not why I am so sad. It wearies me. You say it wearies you, but how I caught it, found it, or came by it, what stuff it's made of, whereof it's born, I am to learn. And such a want-wit sadness makes of me that I have much ado to know myself.
Your mind is tossing on the ocean, there where your argosies with portly sail like signors and rich burghers on the flood, or as it were the pageants of the sea, do o'erpeer the petty traffickers that curtsy to them, do them reverence, and they fly by them with their woven wings.
Believe me, sir, I have such a venture forth. The better part of my affections would be with my hopes abroad. I should be still, plucking the grass to know where it sits the wind, peering in maps for ports and piers and roads, and every object that might make me fear misfortune to my ventures out of doubt would make me sad.
My wing-cooling broth would blow me to an ague when I thought what harm a windward too great might do to at sea. I should not see the sandy hourglass run, but I should think of shallows and of flats, and see my wealthy Andrew docks in sand, veiling her high top lower than her ribs, to kiss her burial. Should I go to church and see the holy edifice of stone, and not bethink me straight of dangerous rocks, while touching but my gentle vessel's side, would scatter all her spices on the stream, enrobe the roaring waters with my silks, and in a word, but even now worth this, and now worth nothing. Shall I have the thought to think on this? Shall I lack the thought that such a thing be chance would make me sad? But tell not me. I know Antonio is sad to think upon his merchandise.
Believe me, no. I thank my fortune for it. My ventures are not in one bottom trusted, nor in one place, nor is my whole estate upon the fortune of this present year. Therefore my merchandise makes me not sad.
Why then, you are in love.
Fie! Fie!
Not in love neither. Then let us say you are sad because you are not married. And 'twere as easy for you to laugh and leave as say you are merry, because you are not sad. Now, by two-headed Janus, nature has framed strange fellows in her time, some that will evermore peep through their eyes and laugh like parrots at a bagpiper, and others of such vinegar aspect that they'll not show their teeth in a way of smile, though Nestor swears the jest be laughable. Hey, here comes a Bassanio, your most noble kinsman. Brassiano, Lorenzo, very well. We leave you now with the better company.
What a stage I had made you merry if whether your friends had not prevented me.
Your worth is very dear in my regard. I take it your own business calls on you. You embrace the occasion to depart.
Good morrow, my good lords.
Good signors both. When shall we laugh? Say, when? You grow exceedingly strange. Must it be so?
We'll make our leisures to attend on yours.
My lord Bassanio, since you have founded Antonio, we too will leave you, but at dinner time, I pray you have in mind where we must meet.
I will not fail you.
You look not well, Senor Antonio. You have too much respect upon the world. They lose it that do buy it with much care. Believe me, you are marvelously changed.
I hold the world but as the world, Brassiano. The stage where every man must play a part, and mine a sad one.
Let me play the fool. With mirth and laughter let old wrinkles come, and let my liver rather heat with wine than my heart cool with mortifying groans. Why should a man whose blood is warm within sit like his grandsire cut in alabaster? Sleep when he wakes and creep into the jaundice by being peevish. I tell thee what, Antonio, I love thee, and it is my love that speaks. There are a sort of men whose visages do cream and mantle like a standing pond, and do a wilful stillness entertain, with purpose to be dressed in an opinion of wisdom, gravity, profound conceit, as who should I say, I am Sir Oracle, and when I ope my lips, let no dog bark. Oh, my Antonio, I do know of these that therefore only are reputed wise for saying nothing, when I am very sure if they should speak, would almost damn those ears, which hearing them would call their brothers fools. I tell thee more of this another time, but fish not with this melancholy bait, for this fool gudgeon, this opinion. Come, good Lorenzo, fare you well a while. I'll end my exhortation after dinner.
Well, we will leave you then until the dinner time, and maybe a pizza. I will one of these same dumb wise men, for Brassiano never lets me speak.
Well, keep me company, but 2 years more. You shall not know the sound of thine own tongue.
Farewell. I'll grow a talker for this gear.
Faith, thanks, for silence is only commendable in a neat's tongue dried and a maid not vendible.
Is that anything now?
Brassiano speaks an infinite deal of nothing, more than any man in all of Venice. His reasons are as 2 grains of wheat hid in 2 bushels of chaff. You shall seek all day ere you find them, and when you have them, they are not worth the search.
Well, tell me now what lady is the same to whom you swore a secret pilgrimage that you today promised to tell me of.
'Tis not unknown to you, Antonio, how much I have disabled mine estate by something showing a more swelling port than my faint means would grant continuance. Nor do I now make moan to be abridged for such a noble rate, but my chief care is to come fairly off from the great debts, wherein my time something too prodigal hath left me gagged. To you, Antonio, I owe the most in money and in love, and from your love I have a warranty to unburden all my plots and purposes, how to get clear of all the debts I owe.
I pray you, good Bassanio, let me know it, and if it stand, as you yourself still do, within the eye of honor, be assured, my purse, my person, my extremest means lie all unlocked to your occasions.
In my school days, when I had lost 1 shaft, I shot his fellow of the self-same flight, the self-same way with more advised watch. to find the other fourth, and by adventuring both, I oft found both. I urge this childhood proof, because what follows is pure innocence. I owe you much, and like a willful youth, that which I owe is lost. But if you please to shoot another arrow that self way, which you did shoot the first, I do not doubt, as I will watch the aim, or to find both, or bring your latter hazard back again, and thankfully rest debtor for the first.
You know me well, and herein spend but time to wind about my love with circumstance. And out of debt you owe me now more wrong in making question of my uttermost, than if you had made waste of all I have. Then do but say to me what I should do, that in your knowledge may be by me be done, and I am pressed unto it, therefore speak.
In Belmont is a lady richly left, and she is fair, and fairer than that word, of wondrous virtues. Sometimes from her eyes I did receive fair speechless messages. Her name is Portia, nothing undervalued, Decato's daughter, Brutus, Portia. Nor is the wide world ignorant of her worth, for the four winds blown from every coast, renowned suitors and her sunny locks hang on her temples like a golden fleece, which makes her seat of Belmont's cultural strand, and many Jasons come in quest of her. Oh, my Antonio, had I but the means to hold a rival place with one of them, I have a mind presages me such thrift that I should questionless be fortunate.
Thou knowest all my fortunes are at sea, neither have I money nor commodity. To raise the present sum, therefore go forth. Try what my credit can in Venice do, that shall be racked even to the uttermost. To furnish thee to Belmont, where Portia, go presently, inquire, and so will I. Where money is, and I no question make, to have it of my trust or for my sake.
By my troth, Nerissa, my little body is aweary of this great world.
You would be, sweet madam, if your miseries were in the same abundance as your good fortunes are. And yet for naught I see they are as sick that surfeit with too much as they that starve with nothing. It is by no mean happiness, therefore, to be seated in the mean. Superfluity comes sooner by white hair, but competency lives longer.
Good sentences and well pronounced.
They would be better if well followed.
If to do were as easy as to know what were good to do, chapels had been churches and poor men's cottages princes' palaces. It is a good divine that follows his own instructions. I can easier teach 20 that were good to be done than be one of the 20 to follow my own teaching. The brain may devise laws for the blood, but a hot temper leaps over a cold degree. Such a hair is madness the youth, to skip over the meshes of good counsel the cripple. But this reasoning, it is not in the fashion to choose me a husband. Oh me, the word choose. I might neither choose who I would, nor refuse who I dislike. So is the will of a living daughter curbed by the will of a dead father. It is not hard, Nerissa, that I cannot choose not one nor refuse none?
Your father was ever virtuous, and holy men at their death have good inspirations. Therefore, the lottery that he hath devised in these 3 chests of gold, silver, and lead, whereof who chooses his meaning chooses you, will no doubt never be chosen by any rightly but one who you shall rightly live. But what warmth is there in your affection toward any of these princely suitors that are already come?
I pray thee, overname them, and as thou namest them, I will describe them, and accordingly to my description, level up my affection.
First, there is the Neapolitan prince.
Ay, that's a cold indeed, for he doth nothing but talk of his horse, and he makes it a great appropriation to his own good parts, that he can chew himself. I am much afeard, my lady, his mother play fells with us meat.
Well, then there is the County Palatine.
He does nothing but frown, as who should say, and you will not have me choose. He hears merry tales and smiles not. I fear he will prove the weeping philosopher when he grows old, being so full of unmannerly sadness in his youth. I had rather be married to a dead head with a bone in his mouth than to either of these. God defend me from these two.
How say you by the French lord, Monsieur Le Bon?
God made him, and therefore let him pass for a man. In truth, I know it is a sin to be a mocker, but why he had horse better than the Neapolitans, a better bad habit of frowning than the Count Palatine, he is every man in no man in a trossel sea. He falls straight a capering. He will fence with his own shadow. If I should marry him, I should marry 20 husbands. If he will despise me, I will forgive him, for if he loved me to madness, I should never requite him.
What say you then to Falconbridge, the young Baron of England?
You know, I say nothing to him, for he understands not me nor I him. He had neither Latin, French, nor Italian, and you will come into the court and swear that I have a poor pennyworth in the English. He is a proper man's picture, but alas, who can converse with a dumb show? How oddly is he suited! I think he bought his doublet in Italy, his round hose in France, his bonnet in Germany, and his behavior everywhere.
What think you of the Scottish lord, his neighbor?
That he had a neighborly charity in him, for he borrowed a box of the ear of the Englishman, and swore he would pay him again when he was able. I think the Frenchman became his surety, and sealed under for another.
How like you the young German, the Duke of Saxony's nephew?
Very vitally in the morning when he's sober, and most vitally in the afternoon when he's drunk. When he is best, he is a little worse than a man, and when he is worse, he's a little better than a beast. And the worst fall that ever fell, I hope I should make shift to go without him.
If he should offer to choose, and choose the right casket, you should refuse to perform your father's will, if you should refuse to accept him.
Therefore, for fear of the worst, I pray thee set a deep glass of Rhenish wine on the contrary casket, for if the devil be with him, and the temptation without, I know he will choose it. I will do anything, Nerissa, ere I will be married to a sponge.
You need not fear, lady. The having any of these lords, they have acquainted me with their determinations, which is indeed to return to their home, and to trouble you with no more suit, unless you may be won by some other sort than your father's imposition, depending on the caskets.
If I live to be a soul of Sibylla, I will die as chaste as Diana, unless I be obtained by the manner of my father's will. I am glad this parcel of wooers are so reasonable, for there is not one among them, but I dote on his very absence. I pray God grant them a fair departure.
Do you not remember, lady, in your father's time, a Venetian, a scholar, and a soldier that came hither in company of the Marquis de Montserrat?
Yes, it was Bassanio, I think. So was he called?
You, madam, he, of all the men that ever my foolish eyes looked upon, was the best deserving to a fair lady.
I remember him well, and I remember he worthy of thy praise. How now? What news?
The 4 strangers seek for you, madam, to take their leave, and there is a forerunner come from the 5th, the Prince of Morocco, who brings word the prince, his master, will be here tonight.
If I could bid the 5th welcome with so good heart as I can bid the other 4 farewell, I should be glad of his approach. If he have the condition of a saint and the complexion of the devil, I had rather he should shrive me than wipe me. Come, Nerissa, cheer up, go before. Whilst we shut the gate upon one wooer, another knocks at the door.
Scene 3, Venice, a public place. Enter Brassiano and Shylock.
3,000 ducats. Well,
Aye, sir, for 3 months.
for 3 months. Well,
For the which, as I told you, Antonio shall be bound.
Antonio shall become bound. Well,
May you stead me? Will you pleasure me? Shall I know your answer?
3,000 ducats for 3 months and Antonio bound.
Your answer to that.
Antonio's a good man.
Have you heard any imputation to the contrary?
Oh, no. My meaning is saying he is a good man is to have you understand that he is sufficient. Yet his means are in supposition. He hath an argosy bound to Tripoli, another to the Indies. I understand, moreover, upon the Rialto, he had a 3rd at Mexico, a 4th for England, and other ventures he had, squandered abroad. But ships are but boards, sailors but men. There be land rats and water rats, water thieves and land thieves, pirates. And then there is the peril of waters, winds and rocks. The man is, notwithstanding, sufficient. 3,000 ducats. I think I may take his bond.
Be assured you may.
I will be assured I may, and that I may be assured I will bethink me. May I speak with Antonio?
If it please you to dine with us.
Yes, to smell pork, to eat of the habitation which your prophet the Nazarite conjured the devil into. I will buy with you, sail with you, talk with you, walk with you, and so following. But I will not eat with you, drink with you, nor pray with you. What news on the Rialto? Well, who's it comes here?
This is Signor Antonio.
How like a fawning publican he looks. I hate him, for he is a Christian. But more than that, in low simplicity, he lends out money gratis, brings down the rate of usance here with us in Venice. If I can catch him once upon the hip, I will feed fat the ancient grudge I bear him. He hates our sacred nation, and he rails, even there where merchants most do congregate, on me, my bargains, my well-won thrift, which he calls interest. Cursed be my tribe if I forgive him.
Shylock, do you hear?
I am debating of my present store, and by the near guess of my memory, I cannot instantly raise up the gross of full 3,000 ducats. What of that? Tubal, a wealthy Hebrew of my tribe, will furnish me. But soft, how many months do you desire? Rest you fair, good Signor. Your worship was the last man in our mouths.
Shylock! Although I neither lend nor borrow, but by taking nor by giving of excess, yet to supply the right wants of my friend. I'll break a custom. Is he yet possessed? How much would he would?
Aye, 3,000 ducats.
And for 3 months.
I had forgot. 3 months. You told me so. Well, then you bond. And let me see. But hear you. Methought you said you neither lend nor borrow upon advantage.
I do never use it.
When Jacob grazed his uncle Laban's sheep, this Jacob from our holy Abram was, as his wise mother wrought in his behalf, the third possessor. Aye, he was the third.
And what of him? Did he take interest?
No, not take interest. Not as you would say, directly interest. Mark what Jacob did. When Laban and himself compromised that all the inlings which were streaked and pied shall fall as Jacob's hire, the ewes, being rank, in the end of autumn turned to the rams. And when the work of generation was between these woolly breeders in the act, the skillful shepherd peeled me certain wands, and in the doing of the deed of kind, he stuck them up before the fulsome ewes, who then, conceiving, did in evening time fall party-colored lambs, and those were Jacob's. This was a way to try it, and he was blessed, and theft is blessing, if men steal it not.
This was a venture, sir, that Jacob served for, a thing not in his power to bring to pass, but swayed and fashioned by the hand of heaven. This was inserted to make interest good? Or is there gold and silver ewes and rams?
I cannot tell, and make it breed as fast. But note me, senor.
Mark you this, Bassanio. The devil can cite scripture for his purpose. An evil soul producing holy witness is like a villain with a smiling cheek, a goodly apple rotten at the heart. Oh, what a goodly outside falsehood hath.
3,000 ducats. 'Tis a good round sum. 3 months from 12. And let me see the rate.
Well, Shylock, what shall we be holding to you?
Senor Antonio, many a time and often in the Rialto you have rated me about my monies and my usances. Still have I borne it with a patient shrug, for sufferance is the badge of all our tribe. You call me misbeliever, cutthroat dog, spit upon my Jewish gabardine, and all for use of that which is mine own. Well then, it now appears you need my help. Go to then. You come to me, and you say, Shylock, we would have monies. You say so. You that did void your room upon my beard, and foot me as you spurn a stranger car over your threshold. Monies is your suit. What should I say to you? Should I not say, have the dog money? Is it possible a cur can lend 3,000 buckets? Or shall I bend low, and in a bondsman's key, with bated breath and whispering humbleness, say this, fair sir, you spit on me on Wednesday last. You spurned me such a day another time. You called me dog, and for these courtesies, I'll lend you thus much monies?
I am as like to call thee so again, to spit on thee again, to spurn thee too. If thou wilt lend this money, lend it not as to thy friends, for when did friendship take a breed for barren metal of his friend? But lend it rather to thine enemy, who if he breaks it, thou mayest with better face exact a penalty.
Why, look how you storm. I would be friends with you and have your love. Forget the shames that you have stained me with. Supply your present wants, and take no doit of usances for my monies. And you'll not hear me. This is kind I offer.
This were kindness.
His kindness will I show. Go with me to a notary. Seal me there your single bond. And in a merry sport, if you repay me not on such a day, and such a place, such sums or sums, as are expressed in the condition, let the forfeit be nominated for an equal pound of your fair flesh, to be cut off and taken in what part of your body pleases me.
Content in faith, I'll seal to such a bond, and say there is much kindness in the Jew.
You shall not seal to such a bond for me. I'd rather dwell in my necessity.
Why, fear not, man. I will not forfeit it. Within these 2 months, that's a month before this bond expires, I do expect return of thrice 3 times the value of this bond.
Oh, Father Abram, what these Christians are, whose own hard dealings teaches them suspect the thoughts of others. Pray you tell me this. If he should break his day, what should I gain by the exaction of the forfeiture? A pound of man's flesh taken from a man is not so estimable, profitable neither, as flesh of muttons, beefs, or goats. I say to buy his favor. I extend his friendship, if he will take it so. If not, I do. And for my love, I pray you wrong me not.
Yes, Shylock, I will seal unto this bond.
And with me forthwith at the notary's. Give him direction for his married bond, and I will go and purse the ducat straight. See to my house, left in the fearful guard an unthrifty knave, and presently I will be with you.
By thee, gentle Jew. The Hebrew will turn Christian. He grows kind.
I like not fair terms in a villain's mind.
Come on. In this there can be no dismay. My ships come home a month before the day. Act 2.
Scene 1. Belmont, a room in Portia's house. Flourish of coronets.
Mislike me not for my complexion, the shadowed livery of burnished sun, to whom I am a neighbor and near bred. Bring me the fairest creature northward born.
Hey.
What?
Sorry, that's my dog.
Okay, no, she plays the next character. Okay. Where to Phoebus fire scarce throws the rich icicles, and let us make incision for your love, to prove whose blood is the reddest, his or mine. I tell thee, lady, this aspect of mine hath feared the valiant. By my love, I swear, the best regarded virgins of our clime hath loved it too. I would not change this hue, except to steal your thoughts, my gentle queen.
In terms of choice, I am not solely led by nice direction of a maiden's eyes. Besides, the lottery of my destiny bars me the right of voluntary choosing. But if my father had not scanted me and hedged me by his wit to yield myself his wife, who wins me by the means I told you, yourself, renowned prince, then stood as fair as any comer I have looked on yet for my affection.
Even for that I thank you. Therefore I pray you lead me to the caskets to try my fortune. By this scimitar that slew the Sophie and the Persian prince that won 3 fields of the Sultan Solomon, I would outstare the sternest eyes that look, outbrave the heart most daring of the earth, and pluck the young sucking cubs from the she-bear. Yea, mock the lion when he roars his prey, to win thee, lady. But, alas the while, if Hercules and Lycus play at dice, which is the better man? The greater throw may turn my fortune from the weaker hand. So is Alcides beaten by this page, and so may I, blind fortune leading me, miss that which one unworthier may attain, and die with grieving.
You must take your chance, and either not attempt to choose at all, or swear before you choose, if you choose wrong, never to speak to lady afterward, in a way of marriage. Therefore be advised.
Nor will not come bring me unto my chance.
First forward to the temple, after dinner, your hazard shall be made.
Good fortune then, to make me blessed or cursed, among men.
Into
Venice, a street, and Sir Launcelot.
certainly my conscience will serve me to run from this Jew, my master. This fiend is at mine elbow and tempts me to say to me, Gobo, Launcelot Gobo, good Launcelot, or good Gobo, or good Launcelot Gobo, use your legs. Take the start, run away. My conscience says, no. Take heed, honest Launcelot. Take heed, honest Gobo. Or, as aforesaid, honest Launcelot, do not run. Scorn running with thy heels. Well, the most courageous fiend bids me pack. Via, says the fiend. Away, says the fiend. For heavens, rouse up a brave mind, says the fiend, and run. Well, my conscience hanging about my neck of my heart says very wisely to me, my honest friend Launcelot, being an honest man's son, or rather an honest woman's son, for indeed my father did something smack, something grow to. He had a kind of taste. Well, my conscience says, Launcelot, budge not. Budge, says the fiend. Budge not, says my conscience. Conscience, says I, you counsel well. Fiend, says I, you counsel well. To be ruled by my conscience, I should stay with the Jew, my master, who, God bless the mark, is a kind of devil. And to run away from the Jew, I should be ruled by the fiend, who, saving your reverence, is the devil himself. Certainly the Jew is the very devil incarnate, and in my conscience is but a kind of hard conscience to offer counsel to me to stay with the Jew. The fiend gives the more friendly counsel. I will run. Fiend, my heels are at your command. I will run.
Master, young man, I pray you, which is the way to master Jews?
Oh heavens, this is my true begotten father, who being more than sand blind, high gravel blind, knows me not. I will try to confusions with him.
Master, young gentleman, I pray you, which is the way to master Jews?
Turn up to your right hand at the next turning, but at the next turning of all, on your left, Mary, at the very next turning, turn of no hand, but turn down indirectly into the Jew's house.
By God, Santis, 'twill be a hard way to hit. Can you tell me whether one Launcelot that dwell with him or no?
Talk you of young Master Launcelot? Mark me now. Now I will raise the waters. Talk you of young Master Launcelot?
No, master sir, but a poor man's son, his father, though I say it, is an honest, exceeding poor man, and God be thanked, well to live.
Well, let his father be a will. We talk of young Master Launcelot.
Your worship's friend and Launcelot, sir.
But I pray you, ergo, old man, ergo, I beseech you, talk you of young Master Launcelot?
Of Launcelot, and please your mastership.
Ergo, Master Launcelot? Talk not of Master Launcelot, father. For the young gentleman, according to fates and destinies, and such odd sayings, the sisters three, and such branches of learning, is indeed deceased. Or, as you would say in plain terms, gone to heaven.
Mary, God forbid! The boy was the very staff of my age, my very prop.
Do I look like a cudgel or a hovel post? A staff? A prop? Do you know me, father?
Alack the day, I know you not, young gentleman, but I pray you, tell me, is my boy, God rest his soul, alive or dead?
Do you not know me, father?
Alack, sir, I am sand blind, I know you not.
Nay, indeed. If you had your eyes, you might fail of the knowing me. It is a wise father that knows his own child. Well, old man, I will tell you news of your son. Give me your blessing. Truth will come to light. Murder cannot be hid long. A man's son may, but at length the truth will out.
Pray you, sir, stand up. I am sure you are not Launcelot, my boy.
Pray you, let's have no more fooling about it, but give me your blessing. I am Launcelot, your boy that was, your son that is, your child that shall be.
I cannot think you are my son.
I know not what I shall think of that, but I am Launcelot, the Jew's man, and I am sure Marjorie, your wife, is my mother.
Her name is Marjorie indeed. I'll be sworn, if thou be Launcelot, thou art mine own flesh and blood. Lord, worshipped mighty be, what a beard hast thou got! Thou hast more hair on thy chin than Dobbin my fill horse has on his tail.
You could see then that Dobbin's tail grows backwards. I am sure that he has more hair on his tail than I have on my face the last I saw him.
Lord, how art thou changed? How dost thou and thy master agree? I have brought him a present. How agree you now?
Well, but for mine own part, as I have set up on my rest to run away, so I will not rest till I have run some ground. My master's a very Jew. Give him a present, give him a halter. I am famished in his service, and you may tell every finger I have with my ribs. Father, I am glad you are come. Give me your present to one Master Brassiano, who indeed gives rare new liveries. If I serve him not, I will run as far as God has any ground. Oh, rare fortune! Here comes the man. To him, Father, for I am a Jew, if I serve the Jew any longer.
You may do so, but let it be so hasted that supper be ready at the farthest by 5 of the clock. See these letters delivered, put the liveries to making, and desire Brassiano to come anon to my lodging.
To him, Father.
God bless your worship.
Gramercy, what dost thou ought with me?
Here's my son, sir, a poor boy.
Not a poor boy, sir, but a rich Jew's man. That would, sir, as my father shall specify.
He hath a great infection, sir, as one would say, to serve.
Indeed, the short and the long is, I serve the Jew, and have a desire, as my father shall specify.
His master and he, saving your worship's reverence, are scarce cater cousins.
To be brief, the very truth is that the Jew, having done me wrong, doth cause me, as my father, being, I hope, an old man, shall fructify unto.
I have here a dish of doves that I would bestow upon your worship, and my suit is.
In very brief, the suit is impertinent to myself, as your worship shall know by this honest old man, and thought I say it, though old man, yet poor man, my father.
One speaks for both. What would you?
Serve you, sir.
That is the very defect of the matter, sir.
I know thee well. Thou hast obtained thy suit. Shylock, thy master, spoke with me this day, and hath preferred thee, if I be preferment to leave a rich Jew's service to become the follower of so poor a gentleman?
The old proverb is very well parted between my master Shylock and you, sir. You have the grace of God, sir, and he hath enough.
Thou speakest it well. Go, father, with thy son. Take leave of thy old master, and inquire my lodging out. Give him a livery more guarded than his fellows. See it done.
Father, I cannot get a service. No, I have near a tongue in my head. Well, if any man in Italy shall be fairer table, which doth offer to swear upon a book, I shall have good fortune. Go to, here's a simple line of life, here's a small trifle of wives. Alas, 15 wives is nothing. 11 widows and 9 maids is a simple coming in for one man. And then to escape drowning thrice, and to be in peril of my life with the edge of a feather bed, here are simple scrapes. Well, if fortune be a woman, she's a good wench for his gear. Father, come, I take my leave of the Jew in the twinkling of an eye.
I pray thee, good Leonardo, think on this. These things being bought and orderly bestowed, return in haste, for I do feast tonight. My best esteemed acquaintance, hie thee go, Leonardo.
Who's Leonardo?
I think.
Peter?
Nope,
Peter?
No.
Lorenzo.
Oh, we have no Leonardo. Yonder, sir, he walks.
My best endeavors shall be done herein. Where is your master? Yonder, sir, he walks.
There.
Signor Brassiano,
Brassiano.
I have a suit to you.
You have obtained it.
You must not deny me. I must go with you to Belmont.
Why, then you must. But hear this, Graziano. Thou art too wild, too rude and bold of voice. Parts that become thee happily enough, and in such eyes as ours appear not false. But where thou art not known, why, there they show something too liberal. Pray thee, take pain to allay with some cold drops of modesty thy skipping spirit, lest, though through thy wild behavior I be misconstrued in the place I go to, and lose my hope.
Signor Brassiano, hear me. If I do not put on a sober habit, talk with respect, and swear but now and then, wear prayer books in my pocket, look demurely, nay more, while grace is saying, hood mine eyes thus with my hat, and sigh and say amen, and use all the observance of civility like one well studied in a sad ostent to please his grandam. Never trust me more.
Well, we shall see your bearing.
Nay, but I bar tonight. You shall not gauge me by what we do tonight.
No, that were pity. I would entreat you rather to put on your boldest suit of mirth, for we have friends that purpose merriment. But fare you well. I have some business.
And I must to Lorenzo and the rest, but we will visit you at supper time.
Scene 3.
Same. A room in Shylock's house.
I am sorry thou wilt leave my father so. Our house is hell, and thou a merry devil didst rob it of some taste of tediousness. But fare thee well, there is a ducat for thee. And Launcelot, soon at supper shalt thou see Lorenzo, who is thy new master's guest. Give him this letter, do it secretly, and so farewell. I would not have my father see me and talk with thee.
Adieu, tears exhibit my tongue. Most beautiful pagan, most secret Jew. If a Christian did not play the knave and get thee, I am much deceived. But adieu, These foolish drops do nothing drown my manly spirit. Adieu.
Farewell, good Launcelot. Alack, what highness sin is in me to be ashamed to be my father's child? But though I am a daughter to his blood, I am not to his manners. O Lorenzo, if thou keep promise, I shall end this strife, become a Christian and thy loving wife.
Scene 4, the same.